Larry Klayman is a lunatic conspiracy theorist and a legal activist. Now, to be fair to Larry, there was one case where he was, I believe, on the right side of an issue. He was one of these guys that actually sued over NSA spying and said, look, you're violating our Fourth Amendment rights. You can't do that. He actually won that case. So to his credit, he was right about that. Now, there's the massive caveat that he would have never done the lawsuit if it was under George W. Bush. He didn't do it under George W. Bush, okay? He's a massive partisan, and every other case he's done is stupid and wrong, and he's a lunatic. But on that one issue, he was right. Well, he's going to come out here and prove yet again that he really is one of these bottom-of-the-barrel type characters, because he wrote about Michael Brown's death and about President Obama's response to it, and he said the following, quote, "What makes my blood boil is that our so-called president and his attorney general jump to judgment on a consistent and regular basis against Whitey and in favor of their black brothers." Let's pause there. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They said, we'll look into it. They didn't say, oh, it's over, lock this guy up immediately, no trial, no nothing, no due process, put him in jail, white guy's guilty. They didn't do that, but you're doing the opposite. You're saying, no, actually, white guy's innocent, didn't do anything wrong ever, don't even put him on trial, it's okay, no, don't look at him. You're doing what you're claiming they're doing. You're just knee-jerk defending your white brothers. I saw Obama's statement on the Michael Brown incident. I walked away from it a little upset because I don't think he came out strong enough on the side of maybe we shouldn't have killed the kid with his hands in the air, unarmed, running away. He was too vanilla and gave too much credit to both sides, even though there aren't two sides. So I don't know what fucking guy you're talking about. You're hearing what you want to hear, son. He continues, quote, "It has become clear that Obama's economic policies and eventual legislation, such as the disastrous Obamacare, have been designated to favor blacks over whites and to, in effect, have Whitey pay reparations to blacks for the insidious years of racial discrimination. Obama's intention is to melt down the gold in America and redistribute it to his people." Okay. One fact destroys his entire argument here. And look, this is unfortunate. I wish that this fact weren't the case, okay? Black people are actually doing worse now than they were before Obama came in office. I wish that weren't the case. I wish Obama did a lot more to help the black community. I wish Barack Obama did a lot more to help the middle class and poor people. Okay, but it turns out he's very Bill Clinton-esque. He's very center-right in his economic policy. And unfortunately, that reflects itself in the reality. The stock market is doing well. Corporate profits are doing well. What's not doing well are the incomes of middle-class people, lower-class people. Minorities are struggling just as much as everybody else. So the idea that, like, oh, you know how he is. He's just giving all of his stuff to black people. Melt down the gold and give it to them. Except he's not doing that. But you believe that despite the facts. Gee, I wonder why you believe that despite the facts. Could it be maybe because you just assumed it? Because you're the racist? And you thought, well, he's obviously helping out his people because he's black. That's how they are. Clearly he's the racist, you could see. Not me. Him. God, these guys, they're... Such a child. He continues, Obama's hatred of Christians, Jews, and whites in general is more nuanced and subtle, but it has become obvious that in his heart, the feelings are not dissimilar from those of Farrakhan and his ilk, like Reverend Jeremiah Wright and Reverend Al Sharpton, to name just a few other black, anti-white bigots. Such a goofball. At this rate, it is remarkable that Obama has not renamed the White House the Black House. Oh! Singer! That's a racial joke. You get it? White House, Black House, because he's black? You can see how Obama's racist and not me. Even though I just made this about race. What? Okay. And final line is, yes, Mr. President and Mr. Attorney General, whites, Christians, and Jews have rights too, and you either must treat them as equal to blacks or pay the legal price. He's actually arguing that President Obama doesn't give rights to white people, Christians, and Jews. Except President Obama is a Christian. 76% of America are Christians. He hasn't done anything to hurt them. He's never done anything to hurt the Jews. I'm white. I was born Catholic, right? Obama hasn't. No, can you imagine? Kyle, open that door. I'm here to take away your rights. And look, man, am I saying Obama's the greatest president ever? Of course not. I mean, look, I wish he didn't continue a lot of George Bush's policies. For fuck's sake. The NSA is a problem. The drones are a problem. He's way too pro-war. That's a fucking problem. Not strong enough on domestic issues. That's a problem. But the idea that he's singling out these people, right? Like, I'm anti-white and I'm anti-Christian and anti-Jewish. I don't even know how to respond to that, because you can't even make a theoretical case where you make shit up as to how that's true. Never mind actually that being true. I mean, most of his cabinet is white. The people doing well in the stock market because corporate profits are through the roof, they're white. But no, Obama is clearly, I don't know if you know this, he invited Suge Knight and Method Man to be in his cabinet the second he became president.